Just give me a few and I'll be ready. I appreciate the follow. Yo, stream, what is good? I am finally ready. Well, I'm not actually ready because I'm about to put y'all in a short intermission. I just wanted to show y'all I was here. And that that I'm about to get everything started and stuff like that. Put the music back on, but I gotta use the bathroom, dude, and I've been sitting here trying to figure this stuff out before I go. Oh, right. I muted my mic. But yeah, my bad, y'all. Bathroom had a hold on me. Nigga ate some chili. Y'all ever seen the Animaniacs where they be like, good idea, bad idea? That was a bad idea, especially to do before a stream. I'm probably gonna end up hitting the bathroom again. I'm sitting here looking at these games, like which one I want to play. But I want to talk about Gear 5 though. Shout out to my boy James Kevin 12 or Kelvin 12 for the follow. I appreciate it. I feel bad for that nigga low key, but it's like at the same time, how can you feel bad for a nigga that did it to himself? I don't think niggas be taking stuff like that into consideration. That's the thing though. Like I don't know why people try to act like they don't care what motherfuckers think anyway. Every time you get dressed in the morning, you ain't getting dressed for yourself. You getting dressed for other motherfuckers. Right. Niggas be knowing what they be doing, bro. Mm-hmm. Cause it ain't never about, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, bro, like I even tell Mimi the same thing. I'll be like, shit, you be trying to say like I don't know what that be about. Tell her to chill the fuck out. Like, no, I'll just play. All right. I appreciate everybody who's stopping by to watch the stream. But yeah, he was talking about basically like how people get dressed. They don't just get dressed for themselves. They be getting dressed for everybody, and that's just a genuine opinion of mine. Because I feel like why first of all, as a woman, you know what I'm saying. If you genuinely didn't care about what people thought, of you, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't wear the tight clothes, the tight fit and everything. You wouldn't care. You would just throw on a pair of slacks and a fucking t-shirt or something like that to go to work in and wear your jacket all day or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's only a few people who I know genuinely don't care about what other people think about them. And no, I'm not one of them. I'm definitely not one of them. I'm probably one of the people who genuinely think about what people think about me the most. And that's mostly because I feel like shit, a lot of people think negatively about me, but that's a personal thing more so, you know what I'm saying, from the hood and where I grew up at and stuff like that in high school type shit. But like, you know what I'm saying, me as an adult, I don't really care about too much what people think, you know what I'm saying? But I'm also not going to carry myself in a way that make people look at me a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? I want people to look at me like that man has stature. That man has something about himself that he got going on. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be out here doing crazy shit like Gear 5. No, I'm talking shit. I ain't gonna lie to you though. I feel like Gear 5 got a lot of hate for no motherfucking reason. Like, so everybody talking about how it's not Toon Force, which it's not Toon Force. We get that it's not Toon Force, but I don't think anybody actually, like, from the actual creation of One Piece, I don't think any of the creators or anything ever said that it was going to be Toon Force. But the one thing I was right about Luffy is that his ability has an AOE effect, and it's not just on the world around. Every person that's in his pirate crew is a person that literally almost everybody, I won't say everybody, but almost everybody in his pirate crew literally hates pirates. His right and left hand is a pirate hunter and a person who was abused by pirates almost all his childhood. You know what I'm saying? This dude was starving to death up until he met my man's, I can't remember his name, Iceberg. Up until he met Iceberg, and then they both almost starved together. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So anyways though, honestly, I just lost my train of thought. All in all, I feel like Gear 5 just was getting unnecessary hate and shit like that. And I mean, like, oh, the AOE effect. So you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong and stuff like that. Like, I'm almost certain that Luffy's abilities is the reason why everybody in his crew is as cold as they are. I mean, think about it. Luffy is trying to become the Pirate King. In order to be the Pirate King, all of his pirates have to be the greatest at something, including himself. He is the greatest pirate that we've seen so far. Nobody can stop this man except for, well, you know what I'm saying, the one person that did almost stop him, which was Akainu, but I don't really count that because that was more like a sucker punch anyway. So, but not only that, but then you got Zoro, the world's greatest pirate hunter. And you got to the point where Zoro is the world's greatest pirate hunter, to the point where if he's not in the episode, that means don't nobody want to fight. That means the fight is already over. Then you got Blackleg Sanji. You know what I'm saying? Greatest chef. Also, in my opinion, the greatest kick fighter I've ever seen in any anime, anything. That nigga get Hwoarang a run for his money. Then you got Usopp, the greatest marksman ever. And let's talk about Usopp, because I still have this theory about Usopp that I've been wanting to share for the longest. Because my boy Usopp, I genuinely feel like, all right, so everybody always says that Usopp is the greatest liar in all of One Piece. And yet every lie that he's ever told has become the truth. And so, and then they also have a character in One Piece, I can't remember the name, but I believe they was calling him the truth teller, and he was a major liar. And like, he was just a liar just to be lying. But then you got Usopp, who they're calling a liar, but everything he says comes to fruition. Now, what's another word for a liar? A storyteller. Now, a storyteller would technically mean that, okay, he's telling the events that happened, but he's not telling them correctly, or hold on, wait, let me go back. So another word for liar is storyteller. If Usopp is a storyteller, is Usopp just Oda projecting himself into the anime? Because let's be for real, Usopp is telling the story. Every lie that Usopp has ever told has happened in literally every single arc that he's in. If he ever lied about something, even stuff that he lied about in episode like 200 is showing up in episode 1072, 1071, 1089. You know, I mean, not 1089, but y'all get what I'm saying. 1069. But anyways, Long story short, Usopp observation haki, I feel like is so advanced to the point where he's actually seeing the future and just telling futures events, but inserting himself into them instead of saying it's about the people who's actually doing it. And then it might also be the fact that Usopp's observation haki is so powerful, he don't even know that he's doing that. He might not even know that he's literally telling the story and stuff like that, or that his lies are actually the truth. But you know what I'm saying? It's not him that he's talking about. Because technically, let's be for real, everything that he's ever lied about is something that Luffy has already done. And then also some of the lies that he told about himself actually did come true. He was the captain of the Going Merry for a point. You know what I'm saying? When he stole the ship. So it's like no matter how many times Usopp lies, his lies become the truth. And if his lies are becoming the truth, that means he's telling the story. Therefore, he's Oda. That's what I get. And then, like, you know what I'm saying? We got the Pirate King, which is supposed to be Sun God Nika Nika. Then we got the demon pirate hunter Zoro. Now, if you're gonna have a demon and you're gonna have a god, don't it also make sense to have a prophet? Because that's exactly who Usopp is portraying himself to be. Even though he's not even trying to, Usopp comes off as the prophet, literally just period. That's just who I see him as. Like, honestly, I couldn't picture Usopp being anybody else. I mean, I really wish I could pull up some examples and stuff like that, but honestly, I don't really know any good example to pull up. But like, I know he got like when he was telling all those kids and stuff like that when he was a child about how he was fighting giants and all of that stuff. Now look at Luffy, Usopp, Sanji, Zoro, and all of them now fighting giants. And then on top of that, Usopp has fought some of the most powerful people in the show and actually came out on top. Not only that, the nigga actually became the Soga King. So like literally everything that he's literally and then on top of that, the dude has the highest bounty period. Now I'm not for certain if that bounty that's on the Soga King is literally for Usopp, but it didn't happen until after Dressrosa, so it has to be about Usopp. That has to be Usopp. That's just my opinion. Because Usopp was the man's in Dressrosa. I don't care what nobody says. That Usopp a long time ago, people used to compare me to Usopp and stuff like that. And a lot of the shit that I used to say back in the day, I used to lie about a lot of little shit. But a lot of those little things that I used to lie about used to come true. And I used to didn't like being compared to Usopp. Compare me to God Usopp. He's literally the only person in One Piece revered as a god that's not a god. I mean, technically, I also have this other theory that Chopper might also be a god. And he might also have the Nika Nika fruit Ichika model. And this was actually a theory given to a TikTok a dude on TikTok or whatever. I seen his video. If I could pull up his name, I would. But I didn't save the video. I didn't even like the video. I did agree with the theory though, because I always thought about that, like, cause you know the forest god or the god that looks like a deer, the antler thing and stuff like that. Like you guys gotta go look him up. I'm gonna see if I can try to find it real quick. But yeah. I also think Chopper might be up there with the gods and stuff like that. He got a lot of abilities that a lot of people don't know about. What's his name? Here we go. I actually found it. His name is Monkey D. Quail. And I'm gonna type it in the Western name so y'all can have it. His name is Monkey D. Quail. Is it one? Yep, it's one. Now it's all together as in like it's all one word, you know what I'm saying? It's not spaced out. I just spaced it out because just make more sense to space it out. But yeah, that's his name, Monkey D. Quail and stuff like that. He came up with the theory that Chopper might also have might be a god and stuff like that, mythical Zoan fruit type stuff and stuff like that. So I mean, and I'm not gonna lie to you, the theory it's too beautiful to even like ignore. Like honestly, even if this isn't the case, if I was Oda, I would take this and put it in there because it's clear that Chopper has some type of importance. On top of that, the Ichika is also a healer. You know what I'm saying? Heals all the heal all be all. You know what I'm saying? And what's Chopper? A healer. And then on top of that, the antlers that Chopper has look just like the island that they were talking about. And then the island that Chopper actually got these antlers on are very reminiscent of the actual place in real life. So that it's based on. So, you know what I'm saying? Which means that Chopper might actually be a mythical Zoan. which honestly wouldn't even be a problem. Like, cause let's be for real. Out of all the Straw Hats, Chopper actually probably is one of the most durable, and he's also, to me, in my opinion, the most important. 'Cause let's be for real. Without Chopper, a lot of niggas would have been dead. I do want to get to the fact that though, like the comparisons with Gear 5 and Super Saiyan and Ultra Instinct and basically the downplaying Naruto because Gear 5 is here and all of that. And let's just talk about it, because let's be for real. I genuinely felt like Gear 5 wasn't even as impactful as Snake Man. Was the transformation good? Yes. Was the episode amazing? In my genuine opinion, honestly, I thought it was amazing. But it's like, at the same token too, I did notice the flaws. I did notice the repeats in animation. I did notice that they cut out for like 8 minutes just to have Kozuki Hiyori, I think that's what her name is. I don't let me get the saying her name wrong, but basically I think that's Odin's daughter. I don't know who she is to Odin, honestly, I forgot. But Kozuki was sitting there talking to my man Orochi, giving that little monologue and shit. And I felt like, what was the purpose of that? We could have dealt without this in this episode. Honestly, that could have came in 1072 and we would have been all satisfied. But the fact that they kept cutting out the transformation and going to other scenes and stuff like that, it was like irritating. It was like y'all took away from the transformation to highlight other stuff. And it was like, we didn't want that. We just wanted to see Gear 5. I don't know about anybody else, but I felt like because they kept switching scenes, that took away from the impact. And I'm not gonna lie to you though, Gear 5 did exactly what I thought it was gonna do. They had a lot of silly, goofy ass shit in there. I'm not even sure if most people saw this nigga hit the smooth criminal mid mid fight against Kaido, pulling up the ground. The nigga started hitting the moonwalk. It took for somebody else to slow down and put smooth criminal to it for me to actually see it myself. I thought it was hilarious. I'm talking about, I sat there crying for hours watching that video. And then you know what I'm saying, all the other stuff about him, you know, the goofy shit with his eyes popping out, grabbing them, putting them back in his head. Now, a lot of people kept saying Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry and all of that stuff, but nobody actually said what I thought. Once I seen the part where he said, monkey, 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 that immediately made me think of Popeye the Sailor Man. And I don't know how many of y'all have actually ever seen Popeye the Sailor Man, but I mean, Luffy pretty much put on his fit. The white cap, the white pants. Only thing Luffy didn't have was the black shirt. Or I think actually Popeye got a blue sailor shirt with the white collar, but still, you know what I'm saying? Luffy's not a sailor, he's a pirate, so he's not gonna have that. But it's still like, at the same token though, that shit was very reminiscent of Popeye the Sailor Man. Even the wind up punch. I know y'all saw it, the wind up punch. That was all Popeye. All Popeye. Everything that happened in that episode was actually more so Popeye the Sailor Man, but it gave you that cat and mouse feeling like Tom and Jerry. So I feel like what Oda was going for, his execution was amazing. And I feel like a lot of people just hating on it because they wasn't ready to see cartoon shit in anime. But that was like peak anime. You can't be mad at One Piece for doing peak anime shit when it's already been a peak manga for the past, 10, 20 years? Like, come on, man. You got to just give stuff credit where it's due. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like all that unnecessary hate though towards Naruto from Gear 5 is just not necessary. Like I said, why hate on Naruto simply for being the GOAT that it was? Y'all comparing something that's ongoing to something that's already over. Like, let's be for real. If y'all counting Boruto as Naruto's legacy, then I just feel like y'all kind of trash for that. Like, we all know that, like, let's say if One Piece had a trash spinoff, we all know that they're not going to say the same thing about One Piece's trash spinoff that they would about Naruto's trash spinoff. Let's say if Luffy have a son and stuff like that, and his name Chimp D whatever, and and this nigga son literally is doing the most garbage of shit, crying like Boruto, all type of shit, crying every episode like he Midoriya or something, and then want to talk to everybody. Are y'all gonna downplay him like y'all downplayed Naruto and Boruto? Because I don't think y'all will. I don't think it would be given the same energy. I feel like anything One Piece does, everybody's just gonna give it love just simply because it's One Piece. And I ain't gonna lie to you, everything One Piece doesn't deserve love. Because I don't care what nobody say, Thriller Bark happened. Even though Thriller Bark is my favorite arc, a lot of people act like Thriller Bark was one of the worst arcs that ever happened. In my honest opinion, these niggas never seen Punk Hazard. And that's just the honest to God truth. Punk Hazard was long and boring to me. Like, it was boring, but then it was like pointless. But everybody always say, well, Punk Hazard was supposed to lead to this, which led to that, which led to, you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't care what it's leading to. It's the buildup that's boring. Just like y'all say Naruto with they 5,000 episodes of filler. One Piece ain't no better, bro. I just don't be understanding that. Like, they even got a video of Usopp grabbing Zoro by the collar, talking about that one time Usopp saved us from 200 episodes of filler. So now let's not act like One Piece don't do the same thing that Naruto does. Naruto is just a shorter anime. And then the irritation that I got the most about this thing was when people said, "Oh, Ashura and Indra, Naruto and Sasuke being the reincarnations was an ass pull." You mean like waiting 500 or 600 episodes to tell anybody about Joy Boy, to actually give real information about Joy Boy, to actually show us that Luffy might actually be the sun god Nika Nika? It's like, yeah, y'all put little hints here and there, but nobody would have ever figured that shit out because nobody knew what y'all was going for. Until y'all knew what y'all was going for, which means that if Ashura and Indra was an ass pull, then Gear 5th was the ass pulliest of any ass pulls ever, because that shit was not even really a thing until 500 episodes into the show. Because nobody knew his shit was going to be the Nika Nika fruit. Everybody was under the impression that his shit was the Gumu Gumu no Mi, and that's it. We all thought he just could stretch. That's all we thought. To the point where when he finally did get Gear 4th, people was confused as to why he went from Balloon Man to Snake Man. Because it's like, Balloon Man, okay, that's understandable. A balloon is rubber. But Snake Man, what? Leather and rubber ain't the same thing. I don't understand that. But I still enjoyed the Snake Man transformation a little bit more than the Gear 5th transformation. But it might have been because of who he was fighting. Because I enjoyed that Katakuri fight a lot. Plus, I know that's the one fight Luffy should have lost. And on top of that, well, that's not the one fight we know he should have lost. The one fight we know for sure he should have lost was against Lucci. That's just a given. I feel like everybody who watched One Piece feels the same way about that. That Lucci should have won that fight. I mean, if you don't feel that way, then you just didn't watch the actual fight. Because ain't no way Luffy made it out of Enies lobby. Honestly, I don't think he should have made it out of there. Honestly, I didn't think he should have made it out of Water 7, but that's just my personal opinion. Because, like, I don't really know the extent of, like, his power, though. Like, because I don't think nobody really knew the extent of Luffy's power, though, because it was, like, it was clear that he was something else and stuff like that. It was clear that he was something else like that and stuff once he did get Gear 4th. That became clear. And then I also thought about it, too, and shit like that, like, I kind of felt like Luffy actually might just be Joy Boy. Like, I don't think Luffy, I don't know, like, I had this theory that I came up with on my own and shit like that, that Luffy might actually just be Joy Boy because of Gear 2nd and shit like that. What if Joy Boy just kept reverting himself to a child over these 800 years, and then through that void, after the Void Century and shit like that, over these 800 years and shit like that, just kept, you know what I'm saying, going back to being young using Gear 2 or whichever gear that makes him shrink down into the size of a child and shit like that, that makes Luffy shrink down to the size of a child. Because if Luffy definitely shrank down to the size of a child or overexerted his power, maybe it would take years for him to get back to being a certain size and stuff like that. But only reason why we know that theory isn't true is because we saw when Luffy got the Gumu Gumu no. So it's like, that theory was just kind of just like something I was thinking of that could have possibly or potentially have made the show a little bit more interesting and stuff like that if they wanted to do that. But you know what I'm saying? It's almost impossible to do considering the fact that we actually saw when Luffy actually ate the Gum Gum fruit. So, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Like I said, bro, I don't think that the Gear 5th should have got as much hate as it did, though, because like I see posts where people are talking about it and stuff like that, and they saying mostly positive shit and stuff like that. But I've seen so many memes, so many posts just straight hoeing it and stuff like that. Like, and Gear 5th was a total disappointment, and it really wasn't, though. Like, and then on top of that, it's like y'all counting it out before we've even seen the full extent of it. We saw him do 2 things. Only thing I will say is that the 2 things that he did was very human. It's like you get otherworldly cartoon-like abilities, and your only thing that you do is a punch combo and a German suplex in the first part of the fight. I was just like, that's very human. For a cartoon nigga, for a nigga that just got pretty much limitless action with his cartoon type abilities and shit like that, you started doing human stuff, and that kind of low-key threw me off. But it was also like, at the same token, it was also like, I kind of see why he did it like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like he attuned man. It's not like he attuned or he's just strictly attuned. Like Luffy is a man. Like at the end of the day, and it's like, you know what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong. I know I said limitless, but like let's not act like Luffy's not limited, because he's definitely limited. Because a lot of people keep making that misconception that he has no limits to his ability, and yet, you know what I'm saying, that's kind of crazy considering the episode that made y'all say that. He literally said, "This is my peak," which means this is my limit. You know what I'm saying? And then somebody was like, I can't wait to see Gear 6 and stuff like that. I wonder what that would be like. And I said, well, you ever fill up a cup and then just keep pouring? And that's what it would be like, a complete mess. Because it's like, what would be the point in going even further than that? Because like Gear 5 is literally a god. So it's like, what would you be after that? Eternity? But on top of that though, I just felt like a lot of the hate for Gear 5 was coming from Naruto fans. And it was mostly to combat the fact that they saying that, you know what I'm saying, what Kaido did to Luffy, for Luffy to bend the ground and stuff like that and everything, like, wasn't even comparable to a Biju bomb, which I kind of agree with. I don't think that was as powerful as a Tail Beast bomb. Tail Beast bombs level whole countries. You know what I'm saying? So, like, let's be for real. Especially one from Kurama, Chakra Link Naruto. But, the thing that irritated me about that though is that people were saying that when he lifted up the ground, he was bending reality, and he wasn't bending reality. To bend reality, you don't have to physically touch anything. You can bend reality just moving if you have enough power, like my man's Guy Sensei did when he activated Night Guy. Or, you know what I'm saying, what Goku and Broly Gogeta and Broly was doing when they were fighting each other. They never actually touched the universe, but the universe around them was being warped. They were actually bending reality. Whereas what Luffy was doing was taking things in reality and shaping them to his will. That's not the same thing as bending reality. Bending the reality means that you can pretty much make reality do what you want. What Luffy can do is transform things into rubber. He has an AoE effect. It's not Toon Force, it's AoE. He has an area of effect. Anything around him within a certain radius can become rubber as long as he sees it fit. That's not the same thing as Toon Force, and that's not the same thing as bending reality. I would say it's more so along the lines of changing reality or altering reality, but you're not bending it. Bending reality means you can bend it and force it to your will. Luffy cannot force reality to his will. Although, technically, he already has forced reality to his will through the will of D. The will of D is literally just, that's the will of Joy Boy. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? And Luffy is Joy Boy. I don't know. I got a lot of theories as to where One Piece is going to go, and I genuinely think that at some point Zoro is going to become a problem. I feel like he's going to be their major issue. I feel like once Zoro actually, because you know what I'm saying, Zoro's a pirate hunter. What better way to become the greatest pirate hunter than to help somebody become the pirate king and then take him down? Because let's be for real, like I said, Luffy was running with a whole group of people that hate pirates and have legitimate reasons for doing so. But it's like they hate certain pirates, though. That's the only thing, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't hate all pirates. They hate certain pirates, but it made them skeptical of being pirates. And yet Luffy was able to convince all of them. And then his AoE made them the greatest things that they ever was. Robin's the greatest scribe. Sanji's the greatest cook. Zoro's the greatest pirate hunter. Usopp the greatest sniper. Nami the greatest navigator. Chopper the greatest healer. Frankie the greatest shipwright. Jinbei was already the greatest fisherman in my opinion. He just made it better. And then you got the greatest musician of all time, my man's Brook. You know what I'm saying? And I apologize if I forgot anybody and stuff like that. But you know, shout out to the Straw Hat Gang. And then not even just that though. Even the worst generation is affected by Luffy's devil fruit and stuff like that. In my opinion, I feel like the worst generation is affected by it because everybody in the worst gen, because they're akin to Luffy and stuff like that, are going after the strongest people in the show, and they're going after people they can't handle. That's why Kid got bodied by Shanks. That's why Law got bodied by Doflamingo. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, y'all are the worst gen, but it's like at the same token, y'all ain't Luffy. Leave some of them fights to my mans. Let my mans handle that, because I don't know why Kid in his wrong mind would try to fight Shanks, let alone in his right mind. And that had to be an internal battle within himself, like, because I would have had to been thinking about that for a minute before I go challenge Shanks. I know the levels of my abilities. I know I got Conqueror's Haki. I know I can do shit, but am I on his level? Because, like, ain't no way. I'm sorry, but like, and then too, also, I want to know like what the fuck Shanks actually is, because he can't be human. Shanks can't be human. So whatever Shanks is, he's more than just a regular human. I don't think he's I don't think he got a devil fruit or nothing. But like, he's a hockey master. We know this. There's got to be something more to him. Like, why was bro born in a treasure chest? Like, why was that where he was found? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up with all of this? Like, y'all got to give us something. You know what I'm saying? I do love the fact though that Shanks, Buggy, like how all these niggas knew each other when they was kids and stuff like that. All of them was on the same ship and shit like that. My nigga Edward Newgate. The funny thing is, I think that it's funny that Marshall Teach got Edward Newgate's power, because if you ever look up Blackbeard, which was what my homeboy told me to do, my homeboy Cash and stuff like that, shout out to him, he actually gave me this and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what, the funny thing is, Blackbeard and everything that he was ever mentioned in name was Edward Teach, and yet Whitebeard is Edward Newgate and Blackbeard is Marshall D. Teach. But now since he has his devil fruit powers, like they fused together, and now Blackbeard is Edward Teach. Like, that's actually kind of smart. Like, that was actually like very smart. And then on top of that too, I ain't gonna lie to you, a lot of stuff that they do in One Piece is kind of reminiscent of, like, let's not lie. We all know that Jack Sparrow is a play on Luffy. He's clearly Joy Boy. Like, Jack Sparrow is Joy Boy if there ever was one. I guess he's Joy Boy in the Voided Century and stuff like that. I mean, not the Voided Century, but in them 800 years. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere along the line, Joy Boy showed up again, and they just didn't know it. And it was my man's Jack Sparrow. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, a lot of shit that he does is Luffy reminiscent. It's just that, you know what I'm saying, he more so about sex, money, and treasure and stuff like that, and actually just being a good pirate at sea. You know what I'm saying? Like, versus, you know what I'm saying, Luffy, he's just trying to be the pirate king. Luffy just wants to make his dreams come true. And that's understandable. That's everybody. Everybody just want to make their dreams come true and stuff like that. And then too, I also like the fact that, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of people talk about how long and drug out One Piece is. Even I talk about it every now and again. But I only say it when I'm irritated with One Piece, like that episode 1071 where they stopped in the middle and did that monologue with old girl. I was like, they really dragging out this transformation. But yeah, man. Just a bunch of hold on, give me a second, John. My bad. Yeah. Shit, on here telling the stream about how you was telling me about Edward teaching shit. Yeah, I did. I had to. Cause I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Cause the funny thing is though, what it made me believe though, after looking all that stuff up and actually looking at everything, I was like, damn. You said who? Oh, you shit, you did too. That's why I was trying to hear what you were saying. I was saying after looking it up, it made me think one thing. These niggas who made Pirates of the Caribbean clearly watched One Piece at some point. That nigga Jack Sparrow is clearly Joy Boy. Cause look at who he is and how he act. That nigga's the happiest nigga in the sea. He the happiest pirate on the sea. Like, and then too, on top of that too, it's just like a lot of shit that they do is reminiscent. Plus the fact that Edward teaches in there, and that nigga literally reminds me of Blackbeard. Well, I know he's Blackbeard, but I'm saying like the character from the anime though, like he actually remind me of that nigga. No. They actually had Blackbeard in there. You talking about Davy Jones, which was the nigga that looked like the octopus. Mm-hmm. Right. No, I can still hear you. Hey, look at how they played on it though with Blackbeard from the anime though, from One Piece though. Think about it. You said that this nigga is the Kraken. What is this nigga Whitebeard's power? To crack shit. Hey, that's low key cold. so basically, this nigga Blackbeard is basically the completion of what those two devil fruits are supposed to be. That's what he sounded like to me. Oh, we gotta. Hey, One Piece gotta hurry up, bro, because I'm starting to get excited, nigga. Like, because it's a lot of shit around this story just by itself. Like, even if you take out everybody else, just Luffy in general, like his story, shit. Even if you take out Luffy and just leave Usopp, his story, it's like everybody got something that's grand about them. And then two on top of that, we already know. Like, I don't know if other people know, but I feel like me and you know that this nigga Chopper is gonna be something important. He's got to be some type of god. Because it makes no sense for him to also have a Hito no Mi and it not be mythical Zone. On top of the fact that, you know, the mythical Zone person that they saying he is, or the mythical creature they saying he is a healer. Or to make it even colder, because you know at some point they assumed that Joy Boy was a giant and shit like that. What if he just walked into the water and the devil fruit left his body? Nah, the most was Zoro, in my opinion. But we do know one thing that's very important about Zoro. He's a pirate hunter. I'm listening. He said the white people looking at him. Feel free to chime in, man. I see I got some viewers. Feel free to chime in. Oh yeah, two stream. Don't forget about the most important arc in all of One Piece that got played to be the least important arc in all of One Piece, and that's Long Ring Longland. Go back and watch that. Peep, everybody on that bitch is stretched out. That's clearly where Joy Boy lived at some point. Clearly that devil fruit affected them people. Everybody on Long Ring Longland is stretched out, and everything on Long Ring Longland is stretched out. On top of that, Long Ring Longland looked like a crown, and guess who they showed wearing a crown on top of his head in the on the manga cover for episode? I think it was manga chapter 541. It was one of them. Either way it go, it was that nigga Davy Jones. And if Davy Jones is under Long Ring Longland, that means he might be actually holding on to the One Piece. The skull. That's not it? I thought that's what you said. Oh yeah. You did tell me that. You actually told me, but you only told me that once. That's the reason why I didn't remember. But I do remember you saying that. Man, dawg, man, bro, I wish we could have this conversation so the stream could actually hear your parts, bro. Cause like I don't think people be literally getting the full gist and shit like that. What I be trying to say and shit like that. I be needing that other person to explain, like how when me and you be explaining stuff to real from like One Piece and shit. Man, bro. Honestly, I feel like I do more for One Piece as of watching, reading, and all of that shit than I did for Naruto. I ain't never look up this much shit for Naruto, but a lot of shit with Naruto was self-explanatory. Mm-hmm. Like with Naruto, it was kind of low key, but it was like they kind of low key was giving like a lot of information and shit like that too. The thing is that like a lot of people thought that the whole Ashura Indra thing didn't come up until almost the end of the war, and that's not the case. The Ashura Indra thing first came up with Naruto versus Sasuke at the Valley of the End. That was supposed to be the first indication of it, but a lot of people didn't see it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they clearly was supposed to be a reincarnation. Mm-hmm. And clearly Naruto had to be some type of kin to Ashura and shit like that. It was kind of given though. Like Naruto's abilities look like Ashura type abilities though. Like that's the thing. Like Ashura is known for having overwhelming power, whereas Indra was known for being a powerful tactician. In a war, Indra will win. In a battle, Ashura will win. Like, in my genuine opinion, I always felt like Ashura was, or Naruto did have kin to Ashura because you know the one thing mainly known about Ashura is either he has 6 arms or he has big arms. And Naruto literally be having 6 big arms coming out of his back grabbing at niggas. It the cloud around his waist and it was something else. Right, right. Yeah, I mean that we knew that. We knew that already. Like, damn, I didn't even think about that. But then this, if that's the case, then what if Sun God Nika Nika is actually Goku, and they actually say that? Well, we know. Yeah, yeah. Well, Sun Goku and Sun God Nika Nika is not the same thing. Because I actually thought that they were the same thing too. If anything, they more so like father and son. They like it's gotta be a third, which would make them like the Holy Trinity, because that's what it seemed like to me. Like technically Luffy would be Sun God Nika Nika, Goku would be Son Goku, and then technically Naruto would be that third one, which would be this you know what I'm saying, the because it's supposed to be the Son, the Father, and the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit would be Kurama. You I don't know if niggas remember the true story of Kurama, but Kurama was casted out of heaven because God became afraid of him because of how powerful he was. Hello? Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, but see, like, that's the thing though. Like, I don't think it was the fact that Kurama was stronger than him. I think it was just that, like, it was supposed to be like his output of power and stuff like that. It was gonna make the heavens fall, so he had to be casted out. God feared his power. He didn't know what would happen. Yeah. And then the funny thing is, a lot of people don't even get the whole idea behind One Piece. They like, it's all long and drug out. Ain't Luffy the same thing? I feel like Naruto. I feel like Naruto did what it needed to do. I feel like where Naruto fucked up at was coming out with Boruto. Yeah, cause that that Otsutsuki shit would have never happened. I mean, the thing is though, let's be for real. If they really wanted to, they could continue to extend Naruto and tell us what happened after the last or whatever, after he married Hinata and stuff like that, before Boruto and them was born. They could really go back and just do that if they wanted to. They chose not to and just went on ahead with Boruto. But like, my whole thing is like, I feel like One Piece is long and drug out like that simply as a play on its main character. Like, the whole point of Luffy is to stretch out. Why wouldn't they do the same thing with the story and stretch it out? Like, I always thought that. I always thought that One Piece was so long because of the fact that Luffy's abilities is long. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can stretch anything. They literally can stretch. They can stretch a transformation for 6 episodes if they wanted to. But yeah, stream. I always thought that that was kind of cool, low key, for One Piece, like that they stretch it out because of the main character or it's so long and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna lie to you, Renji, my nigga Renji, in my opinion, but my man says because of Renji, the type of character that I like, them type of niggas that come in showing that they're about to show out on your bitch ass and get to talking mad shit, flossing. So my nigga Renji, I feel like he outshined Gear 5 with his Bankai. I'm sorry. But I was watching that nigga pull out his uh damn, I forgot what the name of his Bankai was. Zabi Maru. He he got two. It's two Zabi Marus. It's a brother and a sister. He just was only using one of them though. You know what I'm saying? So now he finally know how to use his true Bankai. And I'm not gonna lie to you, that that was beautifully done. I don't know when these Bleach episodes come out, but I watch them bitches every time I find them. Like, I genuinely enjoyed that Renji transformation, bruh. He kind of outshined that nigga Luffy by a lot too, especially considering that he came in and took care of the nigga he was fighting in a heartbeat. Also thought it was funny that the captain who showed up to defend his mans and shit was talking shit about the nigga and then got his ass beat by the same nigga by the same move. He said, "No, captain, you have to take out the little guy first." That nigga said, we was in this bitch crying, laughing, talking about that shit, man. That nigga say, "You get out there and scrap, big fella." But you know what I'm saying? I plan on being live for pretty much most of the day, but I'm about to switch over to scenes and stuff like that. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah. So as you can see, I only got 8% of Final Fantasy actually done. I didn't save when I got off. I don't know if it auto saved for me or not, but I it says I'm currently on Lost in the Fog. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably play some of that Final Fantasy 16, then go into some After Us, and then if my son wakes up and wants to play Fortnite, I'll play some Fortnite. By the way, I got Gojo. I ended up getting Gojo. I'm probably get Yuji later on this week. You know what I'm saying? But feel free to like, subscribe, follow, donate, you know what I'm saying? Let your mans know that y'all actually watching this content, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I might even run some Naraka Blade point depending on when my homie get to the crib for y'all on stream and stuff like that. Oh shit, he on right now? Hell yeah, my nigga is on. For Hearth and Home. Final Fantasy type shit. For Hearth and Home. Let's see if Brody gonna join the party. Why do it say I'm using so much CPU? Oh, I know why. Wasn't even using this shit. Opened it for no. It started immediately dropping. I just don't want none of my frames to drop. Look like everything good though. Yeah. Well, shoot. Hopefully he hop on in a minute. But if he hop on though, I'm probably gonna play some Naraka Blade Point. Nah, I seen Sean was on. I said if he joined the party, I'll probably play some Naraka Blade Point for the stream. Yeah, he playing Final Fantasy right now though. Oh, they knew they just gave bro a little bit of time, let that nigga get a couple extra hours in. They knew they was gonna fire that nigga that Friday. To be completely honest, I feel like it probably slipped somebody's mind. Oh shit! Let me call you back. Mimi calling me. Let me call you back. Mimi calling me. Hello? Did you mean to call me on FaceTime? I'm actually see what I'm doing. I sent you the link too, by the way. Oh no, I ain't tripping. I was talking to Chris anyway, so you know what I'm saying. I was talking to Chris on the stream, so and right now I'm talking to you on the stream. But I'm trying to see if I can get Sean to join the party, see if he's trying to run some Naraka Blade Point on stream real quick. Well, I'm on the PlayStation. I ain't got I could call his phone, but he probably ain't gonna answer his phone anyway. I got time. I can talk. I've actually been waiting on Dom to get up too. So because if Dom wake up, I'm gonna hop on some Fortnite. If Sean, I said if Dom wake up, I'm gonna hop on some Fortnite. If Sean wake up, I'm gonna pop on some. I mean, if Sean hop in the party, I'm gonna play some Naraka Blade Point. But if neither one of them do either or, I'm gonna play some Final Fantasy 16. I be hating the way this thing be looking on my head. I need to get a new one. Can't find the other one. I think I lost it or it got lost in somebody's washing machine. But yeah, I pretty much been on here just talking about One Piece and stuff like that, giving my theories and stuff for the last hour and a half. I actually was in the bathroom for like 30 minutes of my stream, so it's like I ain't gonna lie to you. I kept typing in the chat like, shoot, just give me a minute, man. Just be patient, bro. I'm in the bathroom. You were laughing at me, was you saying? Why you don't never tell your coworkers they watch anime? Matter of fact, give me Theo number. I know he ain't working right now. That's even better then. Give me the number. I said that's even. I don't know what that is. Oh, I be covering up my microphone. That's why with my pinky finger, because I hold my phone with my pinky finger at the bottom like this. But I've been getting better with not doing that though too. I really wish we could have had this conversation that me and Chris was having about One Piece though on the stream. Like they can hear my part, but they can't hear Chris' part because he at work. But it's like I'm basically elaborating what he's saying by responding to it and stuff like that to the stream and stuff like that. But most people probably wouldn't get the gist of it because it's One Piece. Now, unless you a One Piece fan and shit like that, then you would probably get the gist of it. You ain't got no snack or nothing. So you don't want to hit no vending machine? Oh, I ain't even thinking about you getting paid. I was saying like hitting the vending machine, like you know what I'm saying? Cause ain't it still money on the kids card? All right, but then if you, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I was thinking that I was about to say something stupid, and if something stupid was gonna be unproductive as fuck, so I just left it at where it was at. And two, hey stream. Anybody know the name of that TV show that got Denozo in it from NCIS where he was a bull? That's what it's called, Bull. Yeah, that was my shit. Although you can't use Bull as an example though, because Bull kind of was more so like it was behavioral science and then jury science. So it's like they was just making shit up in Bull. But yeah. I ain't really sleepy. I'm more so. I actually got a lot of energy right now. I don't even know why I was gonna say anything about anything along the lines of being sleepy. I have a lot of energy right now. I'm actually gonna open these windows up like I did yesterday too. Oh my! About to get some coffee. Like you said, you gotta be completely honest. I didn't like regular. God damn, this shit bright as fuck. My camera looked bright as hell. I opened up that window. Shorty a little baddie. See my little boo thing. Shorty got the fatty. Shorty got the. Shorty be catching. Ooh. Meet me a little baddie. But go ahead. I am about to see if I can call Sean and see if he trying to hop on. All right, if he not trying to hop on and Dom ain't up, I'm probably gonna end the stream, y'all. Oh, I'm not talking to you, by the way. You could go ahead. I'm probably gonna end the stream, y'all. But you know what I'm saying? If I can get him on the line, we gonna play some Naraka Blade Point. I appreciate everybody who come through just to check it out and look at the stream and shit like that. I appreciate everybody, man. What? I just I just clipped something. Trying to share this mug on Facebook. So I just shared it to Facebook saying, "Hey, support me, bitch." So you know how that go. Um, Shout out to whoever watching right now. Feel free to chime in. About to call Sean real quick. What up, though? Shit, live and shit like that. I ain't got shit to do though. I've been on this bitch talking to Chris and talking about Gear Fifth and all the comparisons people been making and stuff like that. Trying to see if nigga wanted to play some Naraka Blade Point. I seen you was playing Final Fantasy though. You said you about to do what? Oh well, shit. Just let me know something then. Yes, sir. Yeah. So that was a bust. Nah, she was just calling because she was on her break. I had called Sean to see if he was trying to play some Naraka Blade Point, but he said he about to do effective. Yo, what up, my man's DD? Sean, I was trying to see if he was trying to play Naraka Blade Point, but he about to do effective, I guess. And what up, though, DD Survivor, my bro? Yeah, I know it's been a minute since I've been live, bro. I've been going through some things and some stuff. I'm back now. I'm about to be trying to stream every day, even if I'm just on this bitch talking. But what was you saying though, bro? I guess. Okay, okay. That's what's up, bro. Shit, I wish I could go to a 50 Cent concert today, nigga. Shit, them bitches be live. But thank you, bro. I'm glad to be here too, bro. You said you know you woke I just talking shit. You know me, I be trying to give motherfuckers the benefit of the doubt. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I actually shared this stream in there today in the Midgard bar and stuff like that. But I'm gonna be in there more often too, man. I'm gonna be in there just talking, chatting. When y'all live, I'm gonna be watching y'all shit too. I feel like if it ain't a team effort, then it ain't an effort at all. I got my homies too, man. I got my homeboy right now I'm talking to Cash on the phone and stuff like that, man. He dog, I'm telling you, bro, probably one of the most intuitive thinkers you'll ever meet, bro. Also very innovative too. I don't like giving that nigga compliments though. Yeah, that nigga let the shit get to his head and then it turned into Gohan Super Saiyan 2. I'm supposed to be you say you great Saiyan man? Nah, nigga, that's wet. Nah, nah. Hell no, that nigga said great Saiyan man though. I would have said anybody but that nigga. You could give me Hercule over that nigga. He is though. He is the most humble. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Still to this day though, like you know, Gohan was always my favorite character in Dragon Ball Z, but then it became Vegeta when they took Gohan out of the main shit. And then like but Gohan always gonna be my second favorite character. I don't care what transformation they give him, I think he deserve it. Even that beast mode. Exactly, bro. Bro know what he talking about. Bro know what he talking about. He said Gohan all day. I ain't gonna hold you up. Honestly, I feel like they should have went the route that the Akira Toriyama wanted to go instead of following what the fans wanted. If they would have followed Toriyama's plan to make Gohan the main character, I feel like Dragon Ball would have been way more talked about now than it is. Cause Super, don't nobody do nothing but talk bad about Super. Cause it's like, damn, what these niggas about to be Super Saiyan Rainbow in a minute? I feel like Gohan would have made for a more interesting story and stuff too, like with the upbringing of Trunks and stuff like that. Yeah, bro, like that would have made it so much better, bro. I just felt like it would have made it better too, because it would have also made them had to elaborate on the human aspect. Because the one thing they always say on Dragon Ball Z is that humans have unlimited potential. So if humans got unlimited potential and shit like that, then why not keep increasing their abilities like y'all increasing the Saiyans? I mean, you got Gohan there, so why not? You know what I'm saying? Increase these humans, man. Make Yamcha do something cool like y'all did in the Moro arc. I thought it was funny. Somebody made a post too the other day talking about, I wonder why the Z characters never use their abilities to dominate in sports. I was like, nigga, did you not see Yamcha? Like, that was the stupidest comment you could have made. That was the best way you could have put that too, Survivor. That was the best way you could have put that. He said people can't grow up and they so stuck on Goku that Gohan, even though Gohan got so much going on, they pretty much just stuck on Goku to the point where they don't really see nobody else in Z. Even with Vegeta being stronger than Goku right now, they still only talking about can he beat Goku though. Hey, yeah. Hey, I feel like them adding Broly was their answer to people missing Gohan. Because they literally the same thing almost at this point. Because it's like, only thing is I don't know if Broly is supposed to be considered a full Saiyan or a half Saiyan, though. Because in the original story, Broly wasn't a full Saiyan. His mom was supposed to be something different. But now I think they saying that he's just a full Saiyan. But he's literally the answer to Gohan. That rage we used to love seeing from Gohan, now we getting it from Broly. Which I feel like was also a good take on that and stuff like that. I also like how they first tried to incorporate Broly by bringing in Trunks and stuff like that. I thought that was kind of sweet, but then it's like y'all made Trunks into too much of a nice guy. Like his voice just don't fit for the Broly type of character. It's what my man's Android 13 say to that nigga? Boy, don't you lecture me with your $30 haircut. Goku dies. That was like one of the best movies in all the Dragon Ball history, all the anime history, honestly. That nigga said, now I can't believe the great Goku is catching an ass whipping from them boys. If he can't even handle the Indians, why bring out the chief? Now I know, we should let bygones be bygones, but that ain't the way it's gonna be. See, I was programmed to kill your ass, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Yeah, bro, the hillbilly redneck nigga, though, that he had me rolling. Hey, but I ain't gonna hold you up though. I feel like I still feel like that was the best movie and stuff like that. Also, that movie made me feel like Ultra Instinct was some bullshit because he absorbed the spirit bomb in that movie, and we ain't see Ultra Instinct then. Not even an inkling of it. Well, we did kind of see an inkling of it though, because when he moved next to Bro, all he did was just get close to the nigga and he disintegrated. And we don't know if he was throwing a punch right then or not. He could have been. But I do mess with that Android 13 movie though, bro. Clearly, that nigga said, "Stupid androids, caught up in your one-track programming, no free will of your own." That nigga said, "What have you done with your free will, boy? War, segregation? Don't you lecture me with your $30 haircut. Goku dies." Also, I think at one point, if I ain't mistaken, at one point Goku and Piccolo was playing sports too, but I don't know if it was like professionally they were playing or if they was just playing in a random game. That shit had me rolling, bro. I'm telling you, I swear, I think that was like one of the best moments in Z history. Like when he said, "And what have you done with your free will? Boy, segregation? Boy, don't you lecture me with your $30 haircut." I'm telling you, bro, that had to be one of the funniest moments, period, in anime, bro. Hey, look, that's the same thing I thought too. But then it's like the crazy part is though, like if you go to like I don't know how to say it without sounding like weird or racist, a Caucasian barbershop. If you go to a Caucasian barbershop, them niggas be charging top dollar, nigga, for a taper fade. I was about to say, what you talking about, Chuck? It's like no. they just training. They in they training mode, so you just basically getting your hair cut by a nigga that's not technically a professional yet, but he is a professional because he got his license. I get what you saying. It's like a nigga that know how to weld coming out of your house and weld. He got the certification. He just don't have a job welding. But that's technically what Chuck was doing though. You know what I'm saying? When he was cutting our hair at his crib and shit. I just don't understand people that do that shit. Like I would never understand why you would cut somebody's hair in your kitchen. But that's what Chuck was doing today. He was cutting niggas' hair in his kitchen. That's I'm like, shit, how you cutting niggas' hair in your kitchen, bro? That shit, that just seemed trifling. Cause it's like not only that, you know what I'm saying? That shit could get in your food, that shit could get anywhere. And then a lot of times and shit like that, nigga, when you cutting your hair and shit, nigga, if you just trimming some shit, that shit like black pepper, nigga be done swept that shit right into his noodles. Like, nah. I'm just saying though, that shit just be nasty. Like, I just think that's now. I don't think anything that should be done in the bathroom should be done in the kitchen. That's like going in the kitchen and pissing in the sink. I Yeah, that I hate that too. I hate when people spit in the garbage can, and I hate when I also hate when people spit in the sink too though. Like it spit in the toilet. I don't know what that is. I know why I hate when people spit in the sink. I don't know why I hate when people spit in the garbage can though, because it's not like I'm about to reach in that bitch. But I'm a weird person though when it comes to like just how people do the house and shit anyway. I just like a real meticulous person when it come to cleaning up. So like when I start cleaning and shit like that, like me and Mimi get an attitude with each other and stuff like that, cause I like stuff done a certain way, and it'd be pretty much like, okay, at this point, I know I asked you for help, but just get the hell out of my way. I just wanted you to be right there while I was doing it. Really, that's why I asked you to help. I think when it comes to anything that requires work or anything that requires effort, men just gonna do it faster than most women anyway, simply because most of the time anything that requires effort or work, most women don't really want to do. Not trying to sound sexist and stuff like that, but it's like at the same token, it's just not in their nature. Working and doing shit and anything that's like working towards a goal and shit like that, that's more so in a male's nature and shit like that, or at least it used to be. Nowadays, we got all these niggas out here that act like bitches and all these bitches out here that act like niggas. Use my language, but we have seen a very big change in the world where most of these niggas are sensitive like these women, and most of these women are hard rock like how these niggas should be. I mean, you heard how they talking now, bro. Niggas out here talking about they in love, and these bitches out here talking about they thugging with their rounds. Like shit. I don't know, bro. I can't get with today's women, dog. Like that's why I'm glad I got me a woman from yesterday's society. I appreciate everybody who stopped through to just look at the stream, just say what up, you know what I'm saying, like that. And like I said, I'm gonna try to be live more often and stuff like that. I'm gonna definitely do all my streams are gonna be 2 hours or better, you know what I'm saying? Even if I just gotta talk for an hour and shit like that to get it stretched out. Uh I planned on playing the Rock a Blade Point today with my homie and shit like that, but he currently busy and shit like that. And then when my son wake up, we definitely gonna play some Fortnite. I got 4 more minutes, and then I'm a probably disconnect the live and stuff like that. Go offline for a minute, make me something to eat, make my kids something to eat, and then I'm gonna get back on this hoe. Like I'm back on this hoe. So no, I'm just playing. I'm just get back on this bitch and streaming. Most likely it's gonna be Fortnite though, cause I ain't gonna hold you up. They done added my man's Gojo Satoru on there. Hey, DD Survivor, if you still here, bro, and you play Fortnite, whether it be on Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, or PC, join me, bro. Join me, bro. I need somebody out there to play with Yuji while I'm running around with my man's Gojo, cause that's the only character I got. I don't know. I don't got nobody else right now. I just got Gojo out of the Jujutsu Kaisen pack. I got other characters. I'm just saying, but I would like to run that with you if you ain't mind and shit like that. We get on stream and run something together. I think the only thing we did on stream together was play Smash, and you embarrassed me. I ain't like that. That nigga three stocked me, bro. That nigga took every life I had without me killing him not once. Oh no, it's good. It's cool, bro. I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping. I like playing against people that's better because what you made me do was go play online against other people. And now I feel like if we played it'd be a little bit different. I'll probably still lose, but it'll be a little bit different at least. You know, so you feel like you having more of a challenge this time and stuff like that. I feel like the only character I did challenge you with was Pyra and Mithra, and I still didn't actually take a life. I just got your percentage up. It was like it is what it is though. People good at what they good at. If we was playing Xenoverse though, hey, that's my game. It's like nah. But hey, yeah though, if you ever do get the chance though, man, to run Fortnite with me, bro, I would really appreciate that, bro. Oh shit, I forgot. Damn, you did say you was going to a concert. Shoot, I don't know when your concert would be, but I probably wouldn't be able to do that Fortnite stream until like 2 o'clock. I gotta make me some food. I gotta get the kids dressed and ready and stuff like that for what they about to do today, and then make them some food. But like, if too good for you and stuff like that, we can do it then. It'll be me, you, and my son. But if not though, you know what I'm saying. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying. We'll just have to catch you next time. Which ain't no problem to me, you know what I'm saying? Cause like I said, I'm about to try to be live more often. I like to play a lot of shooters and a lot of fighters and stuff like that. Uh I'm pretty sure you heard of Naraka Blade Point by now. You should check that out if you haven't played it. Shit is amazing in my opinion. It's basically Fortnite but with melee. They do got guns on there, but they not useful. I mean, they kind of useful if you depending on your play style, because it's like if you go with the support route, then having a gun is pretty decent and stuff like that. I learned that too earlier, Chris. Playing with the cannon and stuff like that when you using a healer, pretty decent. Oh yeah, I bet you is down to beat a nigga up and smash. But no, I really rather do the Fortnite though, because with Smash I would have to set up my Twitch, I mean my Switch for the stream and stuff like that, which means I would have to go take it out my son room, and that's usually what he mostly play on. So it'll probably most likely be Fortnite and stuff like that. But yeah, if you is up for it though, round two, then I'll be ready then. We is gonna get our Smash rematch in though too, bro. We definitely gonna get that going. We gonna get that going one of these days. It ain't gonna be today, but we gonna get that going one of these days. That Smash rematch. I need it. I need it. And look, and then if I don't beat you, I got somebody who I think will. You know what I'm saying? We got everybody in our crew got their strong suits. Me, I'm more so a person that's good with games that require timing and parrying, and then shooters. That's also my homeboy Cash. Plus, you know what I'm saying, he also good at tactical games and stuff like that. And then, you know, we got our person and stuff like that's just specifically good at certain games and stuff. My homeboy Real, he good at For Honor and he good at Smash. Them the only two games that I know for sure he'll dominate in though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause I don't really know too many other games he'll dominate in. And then you got my man Sean, who is like I don't really know how to describe Sean gameplay, because technically Sean gameplay can be described like mine's, but it's like at the same time too, he don't play shooters that much no more, so I don't really know how to describe his gameplay. I would more so say his gameplay is along the lines of yours, Chris, where he good at stuff that require timing, he good at fighting games, and then like to me, like with every other game, he's above average, but he's not as good as like we would be. Like, don't get me wrong, like I know he could be if he practiced them hoes, but I don't think he like if me, you, and him all got on Modern Warfare 2 right now, I'm pretty sure me and you would be at the top of the leaderboard. I don't know where he would be at though. That's what I'm saying. Like I just don't know, because he don't play shooters as much as we do. Like we play at least one shooting game a day. Whereas, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't even remember the last time I actually seen Shine on Call of Duty. But I know he can play that shit though, because remember we used to be I don't know if you remember, but he used to play the fuck out of Call of Duty Ghosts. And matter of fact, yeah, you remember because you used to play it with him. Y'all used to be dominating on that bitch. He used to have that dog with him all the time. Oh, doubt in my mind that he can play and stuff like that. I just like because we've been playing it so often and shit like that. I just don't like. I don't think like you know what I'm saying. Like he just gonna get on there and outshine us. That's what I'm saying. No, Sean just got good hand-eye coordination. Like he's really good at seeing what the fuck needs to be done and doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when it come down to it, like I don't know how he get his hand-eye coordination working so well in the game because I've watched Sean play and I watched niggas get killed by this nigga and be literally talking about he's cheating, he's doing this, he's doing that. And I'm just watching like, nah. I'm literally sitting right next to this nigga. He's not doing nothing out the ordinary. He don't got no strike pack. He don't got no Cronus in. He ain't doing nothing out the ordinary. This nigga's literally playing on a PlayStation, so he can't be doing too much out the ordinary anyway. No, I mean it do. It actually does. It just we don't know how to make that shit work. Yeah, I mean, with one player and stuff like that, you can get like aimbot, but that be the thing. It be the niggas who make the mods and stuff like that. They'll make theirs aimbot and then put a video out showing that they got aimbot, but then when they give you the mod, it's not the same mod that they're using. They're giving you one that got aim lock, whereas it's just something that follows the enemy and stuff like that, but it don't actually stay on them versus them having the aim bot and it's actually locking on. And I'll just be like, I've been watching out for people like Lethal Panda and all of them niggas, cause them niggas be on that bitch cheating like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna hold you up though. Some of them matches though, you will get in and feel like nigga, you got like it feel like you got aimbot and shit like that. Cause like I said, bro, it was a couple of times where when especially on Cold War, cause Cold War was the game that I feel like I dominated the most on. Didn't need no mods, nothing. I ain't need no Cronus, none of that shit. I'm talking about I dominated the most on that bitch. Like I don't even know where the fuck that Cronus went. I moved it the other day and then I think Mimi threw that bitch in the trash. But the I got on Cold War one day. It was like 11 o'clock in the morning. I was on there playing. Niggas was swearing up and down I was cheating, Chris. I bullshit you not. That was the only. I took a screenshot of it. I probably still have it on my PlayStation to this day. I was the only time I ever got on the game and went 52-3. I got killed 3 times. I had 52 kills. That means out of that 100 kills we were supposed to get, I got over half. Now, mind you, it was on one of them camping ass maps. It was on one of them. Matter of fact, it's that one map that me and you liked, but we didn't like at the same time. That one that was like a little small square, but then like you could come from the outside into the middle, and everybody was trying to hide in that little room in the middle and shit like that. But the doors come from all sides, so it's kind of hard to hide in there. I can't remember what the name of the stage was called, but you know what I'm talking about though, because me and you used to like playing that stage the most, because it was like a little corner in the back that had a ladder where you could climb up and sneak behind niggas. Yeah, so yeah, it was on that map where I got them 52 kills and 3 deaths. I was like, I couldn't believe that shit, bro. Like I really like genuinely couldn't believe like I had went that hard. And every match after that, it was like 31-2, 33-7. It was like I genuinely felt like Cold War was probably the easiest Call of Duty, but I probably felt like that because I was winning a lot. Cause there was a lot of niggas on there who kill death ratio was low as fuck, including Face. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I ain't taking away from Face gameplay either. Like, don't get me wrong. Because I think he good at shooters and stuff like that. I think he plays great. I just don't think he played great with me. I don't know why, what that is or whatever. But whenever I hear other people talk about his gameplay, they always talking about how he was dominating. You did it, May did it, Hoodaroo done did it. Everybody that I know done said how this nigga done dominated. But then like when me and him be playing together, I just be feeling like, where the fuck is that domination at? He a good team player when it comes to Call of Duty. I ain't gonna hold you up. That's one thing he will be good at. Like, I mean, he is good at like being a team player. Like, if you don't get that kill, he get that cleanup for sure. But it's like I don't need a nigga to get the cleanup for me. I need a nigga to just be out here getting his own kills. Like, you know what I'm saying? he do be doing call outs and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, it's like I don't ever see that when we be playing together though. Like me and him can hop on Modern Warfare right now, and like he'll be doing the call outs and everything. But then I'll check the leaderboard, and I'm at the top of that bitch 12-2, and he at the bottom of that bitch with 1-7. I'm like, how? Like you're better than me at this game. He's better than me at Call of Duty. I know he is. No, no, no. I remember what you're talking about, and that I did that twice. I didn't. That wasn't like a reoccurring thing where like I just kept leaving the matches because every time I was losing because niggas was cheating, nigga. And it wasn't like y'all would be up, but we wouldn't be winning. We wouldn't be up. Like what I'm saying. Listen to me though, bro. What it'd be is when by the time when I leave, we're losing. That's the only time I leave when we're losing. I'll leave the match and stuff like that, and then y'all would be like, George, you shouldn't have left, nigga. We winning. But it'd be like, imagine that. When I left, we was losing. Now all of a sudden y'all winning and I'm gone. Like how what is up with that? Wait, what you talking about what Real did? Oh no, no, no. If I quit a match and you hear me frustrated, nigga, I'm frustrated for real. Like I would never be that nigga to leave a match and shit and act like somebody killing me because I don't want my kill death ratio to go down. Like I said, I'm a competitive player, bro. I look at all y'all stats and all y'all scores on everything. I know I'm the nigga right now on our whole friends list with the most trophies on the Rock of Blade point. I be doing shit like that on purpose because y'all do shit like that. So that's why I'm like, shit. On team, well, no. On team games, I do that. I don't do that on the single player games. On single player games, to me, that shit don't matter. I can get the trophies whenever I want to. Versus, you know what I'm saying, us all playing the same team game. I'm trying to make sure I'm up there with y'all. And if I'm not up there with y'all, then I want to be above y'all. That's what I'm saying. What you mean? Some of my stuff seem unrealistic. Like, how can it seem unrealistic? You said when you look at what? Probably because I worked for the motherfucker. Shit, like I said, bro. Niggas be assuming that because I showed them a mod, that's what I do in every single game. I showed y'all niggas what I could do and showed y'all that I can do what I need to do without having to use that. But it's like I shouldn't even have showed y'all niggas that shit because it seemed like every time I play a game now, somebody always gonna assume that I'm trying to mod or something, trying to cheat or something like that. And it's just be like, y'all can literally come over here and watch me play, nigga. If I was modding and losing and shit, I mean modding and cheating and shit like that, y'all think I'd be losing as much as I do? No, hell fucking nah. Hell, Chris, when I was modded, nigga, I never died on fucking Call of Duty damn near. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm modding, I'm talking about games that I'm already good at. If I'm modding, why would I be losing? Yeah, yeah. I know niggas can still lose if they cheating. What I'm saying is if you're already good at the game and you're modding, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna lose at that game. I'm good as fuck at Xenoverse. I'm good as fuck at Call of Duty and Fortnite. If I have to cheat on those games to win, then it's a fucking problem. But that's what I be saying. That's what I be trying to say and shit like that. And then the only reason why Real and them was saying that is because of that Save Wizard shit because of Monster Hunter. I was like, if you go look at my shit, all my trophies for Monster Hunter are earned. But no, I'm just saying though that because that's the only game that anybody can genuinely actually ever say that I did anything that was cheating in. But I didn't do it until after I beat the game because it wasn't even on Save Wizard until after I beat the game. I literally sat and played. I damn near beat Monster Hunter in 2 days. Most niggas was playing Monster Hunter for months trying to beat that bitch, crying because they couldn't get armor sets and shit. I'm like, nigga, I'm on this bitch beating the fuck out this bitch. I had it when it first came out. It's not on Save Wizard when it first came out, and I beat it in the first 2 days. And I was telling Sean that he need to download that hoe. Yeah, and then that's what I said. Like even with the armor set and stuff like that. He said, "Do you play Tears of Kingdom?" I've never heard of that. I never heard of that. Not Tears of Kingdom. I'm about to actually look that up. Oh, oh yeah, no, Zelda, yeah, the new Zelda. No, I haven't played that yet, but I want to though. I definitely want to. My homeboy got it. I'm gonna see if he a game share it with me. Mm-hmm. But see, that's the main thing though. That's the whole reason why I started cheating, because I knew other people was doing it and shit like that. And so when I did start cheating and shit like that on certain games, I was only doing it to see how they were doing it and how it would look when they do it. So like when it's oh damn. If it play like Monster Hunter, that's right up my alley. Yeah, he said the new Zelda game play like Monster Hunter. Mm-hmm. That sounds like a good ass game to me. I mean, when you just mix, I mean, shit, Monster Hunter was already a good ass game. You mix in mythical powers and Link, nigga, that's just almost like having your cake and eating it too. Shit, you ain't never lied. I'm hungry my damn self. Uh, but yeah, though, no, like all the trophies and shit that I got, I earned my trophies and shit like that. And then too, on top of that, like a lot, one of the trophies and shit that I got that a lot of people was saying was hard to get and shit. That was a trophy for that Valkyrie Elysium. I got a trophy that's on there. It's the platinum trophy and shit like that. And you're not even supposed to be able to get that bitch until you actually beat the game. But you can get it depending on how many times you talk to Odin. That's what it all depends on. And that's what niggas don't know. And see, the thing is I talk to everybody way more than once simply because I don't be knowing whether or not I'm forgetting shit or missing shit. I literally go and talk to this nigga Odin and shit like that. He'll tell me the mission and then I forget the shit, literally walking away from the nigga and then have to turn around and go ask him again. Oh yeah, I definitely got to get that. I got to grab that. The thing is like most of the games that I play is either open worlds or shooter games anyway. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I need that. I gotta get that new Zelda. My son gonna have to come up out that Switch. I wonder, man, like why they never made Zelda games for like PlayStation and shit like that. Cause I just felt like if they put a Zelda game on PlayStation, that bitch would go hard as fuck. Depending, like, I mean, considering all the shit that they could add to it with that big ass engine. You know what I'm saying? I know Switch trying to get to that level and stuff like that, and Nintendo trying to get to that level and shit like that, but like it's just like I ain't never played a Nintendo game and was like, this is better than any PlayStation game I've ever played. Are they? When are they gonna drop a new Nintendo system though? Cause like they gotta come out with an actual system. Like I'm not this handheld shit that you can sit on the dock and connect to a TV. Oh yeah. Oh, Nintendo. I ain't taking away from Nintendo now. We know they strong in the game. Like with Nintendo, I always felt like Nintendo was actually the highest tier in the game and shit like that until PlayStation 2. PlayStation 2 kind of low key knocked everybody out the water. But like, you know what I'm saying? Once PlayStation 2 era was done, to me, Nintendo kind of low key took back over. Not only was it was it the most active game, but it was also like the most they had like the best games for all ages and shit like that. Like you could literally get like on GameCube, I had everything. I feel like GameCube was as god tier as PS2 because with GameCube you could do all the same things you could do with PS2, but then on top of that, like we was getting Japanese games like Genku Ninja Taisen 4. Before niggas was even playing what the fuck Clash of Ninja 2 over here. Before niggas was playing Clash of Ninja 2 over here, we was already playing Clash of Ninja 4. But it was called Genku Ninja Taisen 4 because it was in Japanese. But it was like still we was able to play the game, go through it, beat it, even put the shit in English. Like it was Michael that showed me how to do that. But yeah, man, like Nintendo, I feel like was god tier too, especially the GameCube. Because I swear, I feel like no matter how many wrestling games they come out with after this one, I feel like WrestleMania 21 on GameCube was one of the funnest wrestling games I've ever played ever. I will definitely get him that. Cause WrestleMania 21, nigga, I used to be on top of the cage, nigga, hell in a cell. You couldn't tell me shit. You ever played that shit, Chris? That WrestleMania 21 for GameCube. You know what? They had you ever played that what the fuck was matter of fact, I think WrestleMania 21 might have been the old one, and I think 23 might have been the one on GameCube. I'm not sure. But I know for sure one of the WrestleManias back in the day, you probably played when they had Razor Ramon and them on there and Shawn Michaels, and they had like cartoon character type moves instead of actual wrestling moves. Like Razor Ramon, his special was like winding up his arm and shit, and then it started looking like a blade and shit while he winding it up. That's all. They had matter of fact, this how you know for sure the shit was old, because it had Yokozuna on that bitch. You remember the sumo nigga? Yeah, Yokozuna from yeah, the wrestler. He was a wrestler. His name was Yokozuna. You know, Yokozuna is just the name of a prominent sumo wrestler. That's just what they call him. That's what most of the sumo wrestlers that's out here, what they trying to get to is the status of Yokozuna. But yeah, I thought that fun. I thought his moves on there was fast, like, cause he was a cheater. Like, he was big as hell. You would think he would be slow, but that nigga was fast as fuck. Especially with them slaps. That nigga used to come, and then it was like you couldn't get around and shit. Like, even if you walked behind the nigga, he'd just turn around, keep slapping. That, I ain't gonna lie. Now that game was God tier too. That was on PlayStation 1. I remember a lot of good old day games and shit like that, bro. I remember playing Sonic back in the day. I used to have nightmares because of the death music that Sonic used to have when he drowned in the water. No, that's when he get the bubble. I thought that too. I thought that's when he would drown. But when he grabbed the bubble, he'd be like, whoop, whoop. But no, I'm talking about when like when he about to actually drown and shit, and they get to playing it. Yeah, when he grabbed the bubble. Like that shit, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. That used to give me nightmares. Like that shit genuinely used to give me nightmares. Like I don't know what it was about that sound. It just didn't sit well with me and shit like that. Like every time I heard that shit, I used to get nervous as fuck. Like damn near about to tear up. Like what the fuck? But I was little then. I was a youngin'. I was like what, 4, 5? I got an immaculate memory though, because I remember a lot of shit from when I was 4 and 5 years old. But can't remember shit from when I was 3, which make me wonder if the shit actually was happening when I was 4 and 5. I ain't gonna lie too, man. It's just like if you ever go in a PlayStation store and look at all the shit they say is they new games and shit that they got coming out just announced, like who the fuck is playing a castle full of cats? Like I'm sorry, but that don't even sound like a good game. Like a castle full of cats. Like who to play? Yeah, and it sounds like it's about to be one of them perverted ones, a perverted isekai. That one time I got reincarnated into a castle full of cats. Mm-hmm. What they call them, Nekomatas. Yeah, they call Neko something. Cause you know Neko mean cat. And I don't remember what the word is for Neko girl or whatever. Right. Like I said, he did that shit to himself. I thought this was Attack on Titan. And one of them people probably got away with it once and thought he could do it again. It's like, nigga, you gotta understand, you just work here. That'd be the thing. A lot of these people that get into these jobs and be talking all crazy, thinking that they not replaceable. See, me, I'm different. I get into them jobs talking all crazy, knowing I'm replaceable. It's gonna have you gonna have a hard time. I'm I'm gonna make sure you have a hard time replacing me though. I'm gonna be done rose your production up, and then by the time you decide to replace me, the next nigga ain't gonna be able to do what I was doing. He gonna be able to do the job. He just ain't gonna be able to do the job like I was doing the job. And then you're gonna be thinking, damn, I should call that nigga back. That's actually what happened to me at Oakland Stamping. I did that at Oakland Stamping. It was a machine I was working on called the Riveter. I feel like shit. If you feel like they did it on purpose, they did it on purpose. Now PS5, dog. I'm sorry, bro. My bad. I know you was talking about my mans and shit still, but PS5, they come out with games that nobody want. Like, who the fuck want a vacation simulator? Like, I just trying to figure out like where they was going with this shit. Like, is this the second one? I mean, the first one, Headshot Fever. How the first one look better than the second one? Yeah, right. Yeah, that's some bullshit. Yeah, but PlayStation, I feel like they know they taking themselves down though. Like I feel like they know it because it's like, don't get me wrong. I know I said like don't get me wrong. Like if other games like let's say all these game systems stop trying to do shit like exclusive and stuff like that, like how like he said like Link is or Zelda is a Nintendo IP, Mario is a Nintendo IP. But if they put a Super Mario game on PlayStation and actually graphic that hoe up like how they do all these PlayStation games, you know how many people would pay for that? Like just seeing any of their games that they had on Nintendo in a different system, or seeing any game they have on PlayStation on a different system and shit like that, and made to be better. Like if they all came together, like they wasting time trying to do competition when they could just all come together and make a dog ass system and put out dog ass games. But of course, ain't no money in that. Yep. Nope, they hold it from us and keep it like definitely almost like everything we get. Like when the iPhone 13 came out, other countries had that like 2-3 years before us. If it was China, they had it 7 years before us. Right. Mm-hmm. Even now, like people who stream on Twitch from like London and shit like that, they should look way better than ours. Like, don't get me wrong, I feel like my streams look crispy and shit like that, but we all know that they could be crispier. But them niggas, they could get like a regular webcam and some for some reason they should just look so much better than ours. I don't like that type of shit. I don't like feeling like I'm missing out on something, and that's what irritates me about the whole shit be different in other places and stuff like that. Like I hate feeling like I'm missing out on something. Like when let's say when we buy games and shit like that. I get the reason why I get the deluxe edition is because I don't want the next nigga to be like, oh, I got this, you can't get this because I got it when it came out. You ain't about to be able to say that to me. I got the deluxe edition too, nigga. I I would say I used to be like that. I ain't been like that lately. I bought Final Fantasy without the deluxe edition. But I felt like they deluxe edition wasn't worth it because I've been. This is what I was usually doing. I was just buying the game in deluxe edition and not actually looking at what the deluxe edition has to offer. Then when I finally started looking at that shit, I'm like, I'm not about to pay an extra fucking $30 for an audio book and some goddamn pictures that I can't even hold in my hand. You know what I'm saying? These niggas charge an arm and a leg for a soundtrack. The game itself, $59.99. The deluxe edition make that bitch $109.99. How? For a CD? And, hey, low key, sometimes it don't even have the outfits though. That's the crazy part. It just be the art book and the audio book. You'd be like, what the fuck? So you telling me y'all charging me extra for some shit that they used to give us in game? Yeah. Yeah, I remember, yeah, like on older games and shit like that, soundtracks, art books and shit like that, they used to be a part of the rewards you get for doing certain missions. I did like when they incorporated the trophy system though. I can't even be mad at that, like, cause that right there kind of lets you know like the difference here is in between gamers. But then again, too, you can't really say that though, cause it's a lot of niggas that get on games one time, get them first 4 trophies, and never play them hoes again. Excuse me. But I'm a gamer. I don't need to cheat. I don't need to do none of that shit. And I low key been proving that shit lately too. Shit, I be playing the game. Every game that I've played, I've been winning that lately. Whether it be Naraka Blade Point, whether it be Fortnite, whether it be Call of Duty, I've been proving that I don't need none of that shit to win. It's just the fact is like I like to troll people too. It's not like I'm trying to make money off of the shit. You know what I'm saying? It'd be different if I was out here trolling people in competitions and shit like that. That's different. You know what I'm saying? I would never do no stupid shit like that. What I look like, FaZe? FaZe is a Twitch group and shit like that that used to stream Call of Duty and shit like that, and a lot of they niggas was getting caught cheating on Fortnite and shit like that. I was like, I just feel like if you cheating on Fortnite, then don't play the game, because it's like at this point, nigga, because Fortnite not even a shooting game for real. Let's be for real. Like Fortnite is a whatever the fuck they want it to be type of game. Like I just feel like nigga, if you got to cheat at Fortnite, you don't deserve to be even playing that bitch. It's just like I done seen niggas that ain't never played Fortnite get on there the first time and take a dub. You know what I'm saying? We coming from harder games like Call of Duty and shit. Oh, you off? I'm gonna say you talking about going to lift some weights now. I'm like, nigga, it's 11:19. How the fuck is you off? I don't know why I thought it was two something for a second. And speaking of that, I'm about to have to I'm about to have to call you back because I'm about to make me some breakfast. I'm about to make them some breakfast, and then I'm about to hop in the shower and then hop back on. I mean, put them in the shower and then hop back on. I already washed my ass. All right, cool. All right, stream. I ain't trying to be mean, but I'm about to change the scene. It's like, no, I'm just talking shit. But all right, y'all. You already know what I say. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell up out of here. Say what you will, feel how you feel, but I'm out. It's like, no, I'm just playing. I'm gonna have to come up with a less aggressive what's the name? But I do like to say what you will and feel how you feel, because that's what I say to people on a regular basis. Say what you will, feel how you feel. Still gonna do me. Still gonna be G. It's the end of the stream. Peace.